Thanks for staying with us. Okay, Punch.
Okay, so the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission said it has detained 10 officers over the alleged theft of operational items they could not account for. In a statement, they said that they were not going to say anything. They were silent on questions being asked. But the correspondent of Punch had said that they found out that the 10 officers allegedly broke into EFCC's exhibit room and stole foreign currencies and gold items. And this happened in their Lagos command zone. So now EFCC, they're investigating the matter. You know, they've detained the officers. And this is just coming ahead of when, on the heels of the dismissal of the 27 personnel for involvement in fraudulent activities. And EFCC, they are trying to say that now they are trying to clear and weed out all the bad eggs. Because, you know, it's backfiring on them.
People will continue to do that.
Yes, so now, but they're really investigating certain things maybe that their eyes were not on before. So,
when I used to watch all those movies, and they get all these millions of dollars, I think I'm sure this couple police officer will just throw in 1 or 2 bundles because I mean, this is, you're seeing cash. So it takes a lot of discipline. Go ahead.
The Imo State Police Command has expressed its determination to unravel the circumstances surrounding the killing of no fewer than 18 people in coordinated attacks by gunmen in several communities in Osu local government area of Imo State. So they say a former chairman of the Nigerian Human Rights Commission, Professor Chidi Odinkalu, who is from Osu local government, was the first person to bring attention to the issue that's happening via his X handle. He tweeted that information is coming through for what appears to have been systematic slaughter last night across several communities in Osu. The casualty at the moment when he posted the story was 23, but it looks like the numbers could be higher. The state police relations officer confirmed the incident and they're looking into it. So the story here is that, as we know, during the Christmas season, a lot of people had gone back home. People were there was a masquerade show, and they had, having fun on holidays. And a group of people decided to leave that and go to a drinking joint. And that was it. Someone said a passerby was just walking, and then he discovered that the drinking joint, everybody in there was slaughtered. All of them in the pool of their own blood. Oh, but no one around there heard anything, noticed anything, heard any screaming, and it showed that they were butchered. So obviously they must have been screamed. So and then they said another few blocks away from there was also another group of people who had been killed similar fashion, and no one around said they had anything. So of course the police says they're going to be looking into it. Some people some people have suspicions. They're saying that they may be affiliated with IPOB or ESN, and then it must be done also in collaboration with some boys in the community as well, because there's no how such can happen and no one heard or saw anything.
In that state, their governor just had wedding. Wedding of the person he has married before.
10 years renewal.
It did 10 years renewal. Grand, you see the flamboyant. That's happening in your state. And you are busy remarrying the same person that you married before.
But I'm sure the reason why people are not talking that, of course, they're scared that let's not be traced back to me. Most times fear.
Okay, Vanguard.
Go and find out.
Why did you have a story?
Oh, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Dr. Ganduje, threw his weight behind the embattled National Publicity Secretary, Felix Morka. I think Felix Morka had commented on Peter Obi's claim that he's been threatened. Says that he has received over 200 death threats. But he gave a rude comment to what Peter Obi said.
So Peter Obi has was criticizing the government based on all has been happening. So in criticizing Peter Obi, Mr. Morka said that you have crossed the line.
You have crossed the line.
And you will get whatever comes to you. Now, Peter Obi now interpreted that
as a threat.
That's a direct threat to me. And that's what's this whole, that's what's
but why you see, look, is he not allowed to criticize the government? He should be allowed to.
And if I say that you get what's coming to you, what kind of thing? That's not I'm going to kill you either. You can look at it both ways. Yes, you can criticize. If I tell you, why can't you get what is coming to you? Am I threatening you? Or the interpretation could be I could be threatening you, or I could be just saying, I could just
my question
whatever
to you,
happens.
my question
all
to you
sorts
would
of
be,
interpretations.
what is coming to me? What do you know?
Exactly,
is
it's
coming to
subject to
me?
interpretation.
open to all
So you
sorts
can
of
choose to interpret it as a
interpretations.
threat to your life. I can choose to interpret it as, oh, she's just saying nonsense or whatever. So it never depends on interpretation.
I think our political leaders should be careful of their comments.
Yes.
I don't think that kind of comment should have come from Morka. Shouldn't have
Really?
come. I don't
You
think
get
so.
what is coming to you.
You get what's coming to you. What is coming to him? Because the thing is, he's allowed to criticize the government.
Exactly.
He's an opposition leader.
Just as we are also criticizing the government here on the table every day.
To now
If
have someone
someone
say
is
to
gonna
us,
come and tell us-
you guys will have what's coming to you.
it
You
doesn't
may
sound,
interpret it
doesn't
as a
sound
threat.
right.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound right to
You need
me.
to be careful. Yeah, you're right. So what Morka too needs to watch, because if he's going to be a spokesperson, you need to
Yes,
speak
you need to
properly.
speak.
Every
Exactly.
single thing you say
Exactly.
can be used
Yes.
against
To be
you by
diplomatic.
the
That's it.
people's courts. So you're absolutely correct, YK. Okay, Vanguard. States race to build airports as hunger bites harder. I grew from Almajiri School. I took that story already. Businessman asks court to reverse sale of his 43 million naira shares to telecom firm. Wike Fubara others should work with Atal-led committee, says Pandef. FG won't approve 100% tariff increase for telco, says Minister. Obi, I have received over 100 threats, says APC spokesman. Influx of bandits will be checkmated, says police and Amotekun commanders. Alleged $2.1 billion fraud. Court strikes out abuse of office charge against Emefiele and rage over Super Eagles' new coach. Okay, which story are we taking? Let me start with Emefiele. You see, it's interesting. All the headlines have different versions of the same story. And it's interesting because some stories will tell you that, where is it here? Emefiele loses bid to stop 4.5 billion naira fraud trial. That's one angle. Another angle is here suggesting that court strikes out abuse of office charge against Emefiele. So if you read one paper, you think that, oh, Emefiele he has lost the bid. In another paper, you think, oh, Emefiele he has won a few things. But what actually happened in the 26 charge counts against him, the Justice Rahman Oshodi struck out the charge while ruling on Emefiele's preliminary objection. So Emefiele's lawyer had come with a preliminary objection challenging the jurisdiction of the court to hear the 26 count charge, which is what Punch captured. So the judge says we have jurisdiction. That is, you have no say in that one. However, the judge struck out a part and said that in the ruling, Justice Oshodi held that allocation of foreign exchange without bid, which was the subject of counts of 1 to 4 of the 26 against Emefiele, was not punishable under any law. He said allocation of foreign exchange without reason is not defined as an offense in any written law. Therefore, the objection to counts 1 to 4 succeeds and is hereby struck out. So that part of the 26 charges, 1 to 6 or 1 to 4, has been struck out. Doesn't mean that 8 to 26 is still there, it's still substantive. So the trial is still ongoing. Depends on who wants to read the article and understand.
So I took the story of the new Super Eagles coach, Eric Sekou Shell. There have been reactions from Nigerians who are complaining. You know, I took the story yesterday that he has been made the head coach of the Super Eagles. So a lot of Nigerians are reacting. Most of them are commenting on the fact that where are the Nigerians? Why aren't Nigerians being... Why are they sidelining Nigerians? And Ike Shiviru wrote, in the history of Nigerian football, Nigeria has never hired an African coach to coach the Super Eagles. What happened to Amunike or Liv Eguavon? There is even some sincere side there, you know. So most of them are.
Haven't we ever had a Nigerian coach?
We had
but for a short
Stephen
period.
Keshi.
Okay.
One time, but that one died in poverty. You know, they didn't pay him his money. It was
Eventually, Fashola gave him a house, I believe. But a few things, I think we
but still, you should treat them properly.
Yeah.
If it's a foreign coach, you give them everything.
Another guy tweeted, "This is an insult to the thousands of qualified Nigerian coaches we have at home.
Yeah.
Let me see how their experiment goes. You are paying a Mali coach $50,000, but can't pay a home-based coach up to 30 million. So that's
We
what.
do that to ourselves a lot.
Yeah,
There was an
we
event I
do.
went to where the company brought in foreign speakers, paid them in dollars.
Yeah.
The Nigerian speakers
They're begging.
were asked to come and do it for
For
free.
free.
And he said, absolutely not.
Good.
You know, because we don't treat that. We always water down what is ours. And we have more substance, really, because but they're speaking from their own experiences. We speak from our own
Local
experience.
experience.
Okay, can we move on?
Okay, I have a story.
go ahead.
The Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, has reiterated to its call on the Minister of the FCT, Mr. Nyesom Wike, and also Governor of Rivers State, Governor Fubara, as well as the other parties involved in the ongoing crisis in Rivers State, to continue to work with the high-level Peace and Reconciliation Committee led by Obong Victor Atta, former governor of Akwa Ibom. So if we recall, PANDEF was constituted October 24 last year in Port Harcourt, and the prominent members, Senator Emmanuel Ibok Essien, amongst others, and they're saying that, you know, this committee comprised of some of the most respected, accomplished, and patriotic Nigerian elder statesmen from that region, and they've accepted to make personal sacrifices to intervene and resolve the current political conflict in the state, as you know, they find it to be counterproductive and wasteful. So they're asking these two individuals, the FCT minister and the governor of Rivers State, to please work, you know, and other parties to work hand in hand, as they need to nip this bud. As they need to nip this in the bud, because it looks like, you know, this may lead to other crises. And I believe, you know, we've been getting this. It's fun for gist and talking about this one yabs this one jabs at this, or someone makes a policy that is not constitutional just to get back at another entity. So I hope that they can, for the sake of the people in Rivers State and in that region, that these two people can work together with PANDEF to resolve whatever issues that they have.
Okay,
so
so,
yes,
yeah, I have a story. Yeah. So the federal government said yesterday that it has no desire to revive the botched Nigeria Air project with Ethiopian Airlines. This comes amid inquiries about a reference to the revival of the National Carrier Project by the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Dr. Ibrahim Kana, during a handover ceremony. Remember on Monday, I taken the story where we're excited that, you know, we're going to have a national carrier at least during this administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But he said that even though he said that, and even though this is a mandate that's been given to him, there is no, that even though this is a mandate that's been given to him, that the project which was suspended by which was done and suspended by the former minister would not be in line with the Ethiopian Airways. So maybe they will come up with any other collaboration that they want to do, but not with Ethiopian Airways.
All right, so final paper, Nigerian Tribune. So there's a story I wanted to take. The picture story I thought was really important. You have the story,
I do.
Fantastic,
Yes.
I'm happy.
Okay,
so the white telecom tariff will go up, but won't be by 100%. And then the picture story, Nigeria Air Force revives aircraft grounded for 23 years. Please take that story.
Save the best for last.
Yeah.
The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, has commended military engineers and technicians for successfully reactivating a Dornier DO-228 aircraft that had been grounded for, guess what, 23 years. Abubakar commended the 5 engineers, 40 technicians for their dedication and described the achievement as a statement to the Nigerian Air Force's commitment to self-reliance and resource optimization. And for me, I'm just really, truly proud.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, we always act as if Nigeria, nothing can happen here. It doesn't work. But we have technicians who are able to revive an aircraft that has been dumped for 23 years. That's huge for me. So congratulations to the guys, and I hope this will also inspire Nigerians to know that we can actually do it. We have engineers amongst us who can actually build, and hopefully we can begin to start and do more.
Before you go, I beg, I forgot in this thing.
Somebody's birthday.
My cousin Shegun Bokne was his birthday yesterday, and I forgot.
Happy birthday.
Shegun, please forgive me. I hope you can see.
Forgive us.
Forgive me. I thought today was 8, too. I was even fighting them in the...
Yeah.
Do Agbalagbas worry about birthday matters?
I was even fighting them. I don't know. Today is 8. Today is 8.
I said, do Agbalagbas worry about birthday matters, YK?
Are you all right?
I'm just wondering. I'm just asking. No question.
What was that thing Morka said?
You get what's coming to you.
It could be a box of flowers.
It
could be a box of flowers. Please leave that one. All right, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at we continue our hot topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.